Hello, I'm Miss Bradley. I'm the nursery teacher. I've been teaching at West Road for 10 years now, and this is my second year in nursery. I'd like to introduce our other two members of staff in nursery.
Hi, my name's Miss Espley. I've been at West Road for about 6 years, but my background is all through nursery, so I've been working with this age group for quite a long time.
Hi, my name's Miss Abbott. I've worked at West Road for quite a lot of years now. I'm a teaching assistant and we're looking forward to seeing you all in September.
So we'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'm going to just have a little chat with you about what we want in the nursery. I've got a booklet to go through. Normally we would have a parent meeting, however due to current circumstances this isn't possible, so this is the next best thing, so bear with me because I'm new to this. So you'll be able to pick up one of these booklets from the main entrance before next Friday, but I'll give you a little quick introduction about the important parts of it. So on the first page is just the pictures of us and a little bit about us, so you can tell the children who we are. On the next page we've got the school address and contact information. This is in case you ever need to contact us, to ring school. There's the website on there as well, which is where they will put the video on for you, and just any other information that you need to know. The next page is all the term dates, so you know when our school opens and closes and what days we start. It'll be a little bit different at the beginning for your children this year. What we're hoping to do is to do a garden visit, so we'll come round, say a quick hello to the children so they've seen our faces, answer any questions which you might have, and just basically so they've seen us, so it's not an unfamiliar face when they get here to nursery. The rest of the term dates, however, will apply to you, so you'll start a bit later than the second, but you'll have a letter telling you which date to start. There's a list of all the different staff who are in the unit, as we have a nursery and the 2 reception classes as well, and we share the shared area and the outside area as well, so all the staff are listed there in case you ever need to speak to any of them. Miss Hennigan is the phase leader and the deputy head, so any problems we can always speak to Miss Hennigan as well. Some of the other bits about the unit, about when they start, just for you to have a sort of read through. And then there's some information about what we try and do for your children, so the needs of young children and what we try and do to help them throughout their nursery year. So we know that each child will start with different needs, with different abilities, and we will do our best to meet your children's needs and meet your child's abilities and help them settle in as the best we can. So the next part is all about our curriculum that we follow in the nursery. So the early years curriculum is separate from the primary curriculum, and for children the nursery education begins for children the term after their 3rd birthday, which will be most of your children. I know we do have a couple of rising 3s as well, which is lovely, to help them settle in a bit quicker. So we work from the early learning goals, and we have 7 areas of learning. So we work mainly in nursery in the first year. We focus a lot on the 3 prime areas, which is the communication and language development, the physical development, and the personal and social emotional development. If they're happy and they can do all of these things, it means they'll move on quicker onto the specific areas, which is the literacy, maths, understanding of the world, and the expressive arts and designs. So they will do some of these things but we mainly focus on the prime areas to help them get ready for school. It's really important that they can communicate. Important physical development includes the motor skills and needed to write for later on in school, and the personal, social, emotional, just make sure they're happy and settled in school, which is really important for us. So on the next pages there is a bit more information for you to read through at home about the different areas, so you can understand a bit more about them. I won't read them all to you. So the next part, we come to how we learn, so our learning environment. So in our nursery and in our reception we do most of our learning through play. We do short little groups. We do phonics activities, we do maths activities, we do literacy activities, we do lots and lots of singing, lots of dancing, lots of creative things. And again, it's mostly through play, it's mostly the children's interests, what they want to do. So whatever they're engaging in, we will go to them and talk to them and observe what they're doing. So we can see that's how they're learning. They're not just playing. They might come home every day and say, just played today, but we know actually that's how they're learning. That's where they do their learning. We try and have different areas. We try and change things and add things to it throughout the year to make it different for them. We have sand and water play. We have a creative area. We've got construction. We've got a nice outdoor area where we've got climbing things. We've got bricks and crates for them to build and bikes. And we're going to be developing our areas a bit more as well throughout next year, which is lovely. Lots of opportunities for them to do whatever their interests are, which is lovely for them. So we do assess the children, but generally, again, this is done through their play. We watch what they're doing. We tick the little boxes as they're playing. We don't sit them down to do tests. They do play, and we watch and interact with them to find out what they know, and we'll do our assessment through that, not through them sitting and answering questions or anything like that. Throughout the year, again, it's all through observations. They will do some writing as such, which is mark making in nursery. That'll go in the writing books. But again, it's all through play, all through their interests and everything like that. And we do have a parents' meeting each term, to discuss their progress and discuss any problems or any questions which you have, which is lovely. They're always amazing because we get to see how brilliant they're doing. And then at the end of nursery, they'll get a report. We also try and do open weeks. I'm not sure this year how much we'll be able to do with that. But during that time, you have the opportunity to look at their profile and see what they've been doing. So we have everything in a profile, all the pictures, observations that they've done. And it's lovely to look back through and see what they've been doing. So we teach the children to follow the rules and the boundaries in nursery. We do this through lots and lots of positive praise, lots of modelling of good behaviour and how we should behave and how we should treat each other. We have a good to be green chart, so the children aim to be on good. They can move up to wow, which is really good. We do lots of celebrating, lots of stickers, lots of wow certificates for things that they do well. So it's just consistency and praising them for all the good things. And we know children might do things that aren't necessarily on our rules, but we will always make sure we discuss that with you, always make sure you're aware of anything that's happened so that we can deal with it together, as it's all children learning. At the end of the day, they're learning to be part of a group and learning how to get on with other children. So they're just some idea of what we do for nursery. Sam and Sammy are attendance people, so we aim to have attendance target of 97%. Just helps children with the consistency. If they're at school every day, really helps them. If they're missing quite a lot of school, they can get upset and they miss their friends and things. So just having that consistency of being here every day. Obviously, if they're poorly or anything, they need to not be here. But we ask if you ring school to let them know if your child won't be attending, so that we know where they are and we're not wondering where they are. If they're late to school, then they need to go to the main office and be registered there. Also, whoever's collecting them and bringing them, we need to have them on the contact list. So if other people are picking them up, other people are bringing them, we need to know. So grandmas, granddads, aunties, friends, if you just pop them on our contact list, then we can always let them go with them. If they're not on our contact list, we can't let your child go with them unless you've told us prior. So if you're stuck in traffic and you've rung school and said, oh, Auntie will be picking them up, that's absolutely fine. But if Auntie just turned up, we can't just let your child go. Obviously, it's just to keep children safe. That's our main priority. So just to make sure you let us know if it's going to be someone different to usual or different picking up your child. It's just a few helpful hints about the summer holidays, things you can practice with your children to help us really more than them. So fastening buttons, putting on their own coats, things like dressing and undressing, tying, well, we say no shoelaces, but putting on their own shoes, washing and drying their hands, tidying up toys, and sharing, just sort of things just to practice and talk about maybe with your children. So this is the bit that we'd normally be able to do, a home visit. Unfortunately, again, this year we can't do the home visit, which is a bit of a disappointment, but like we said, we're going to do a garden visit, so hopefully that will help your child because they'll have seen our faces. Maybe just bringing your child past nursery so they can see, oh, that's where I'm going to be going in September. I've seen it. Obviously some of you will have children already in school, which is brilliant. They'll have seen the school and be familiar with it. So we will do a home visit, a garden visit in September. Then we're going to see if your children can come for a settling in session. So they'll come, you will bring them, but they'll have to stay without you as we can't have parents in school at the minute. But just there'll only be 2 or 3 children in that session who are new to nursery. So we'll be able to spend time getting to know them and helping them to settle in a little bit. They'll then start the following week. We stagger it so a few start each day. And it means if they're upset or anything, we can help them to settle in. There's 3 staff, so there's always one of us to be around for helping them if needs be and distracting them. We find normally distracting and getting them playing with something that interests them really helps if they are a little bit upset. So maybe just letting us know if there's anything specific they really enjoy. That would be quite helpful. But we'll do our best, and obviously we're used to seeing children, we're used to having it, and you normally find within the first 5 minutes they might cry, but after 5 minutes they're away playing and making new friends and having an amazing time. When you pick them up, they're normally full of smiles, so hopefully they'll all be okay. Our nursery sessions are 8:30 till 11:30 for the morning children, 12:15 to 3:15 for the afternoon children, and then 8:30 to 3:15 for the children that are staying full day. We try and ask if you can arrive on time. It just helps with getting them in, getting them settled, and we can begin our day, which is helpful, and to be collected promptly, because we finish at 11:30, but we have our next children in at 12:15, so it doesn't give us much time for lunch and sorting things out. So we ask if you can be prompt. That is really helpful to us. Just a reminder about reminding us if there's another adult collecting them. So, school uniform. So we do say that we like the children to come in uniform for nursery. It's better for you because the uniform gets dirty, it's fine, you can wash it. We don't want their own clothes getting ruined, if they'll get covered in paint or water. So we say that boys, grey trousers, a white polo shirt and a school sweatshirt. Girls, grey skirt, pinafore dress, white polo t-shirt and a cardigan or sweatshirt. They can be from the school. You can purchase the school logo jumpers. If you don't want to purchase a school, and that's absolutely fine, you can get just a dark blue, a navy blue cardigan or jumper from normally any of the supermarkets or any of the shops, normal shops that you can get them from. We do ask that you label everything, including shoes. Children often take their shoes off and these can be not found, or not, if they've all got the same pair of shoes, it can get mixed up. Including hats, scarves and gloves as well. They tend to get mixed up, lost or misplaced, so if they've got the names in, it's really helpful because we can return them to you. It's quite impossible to return children's clothes when they've not got a name in, when they all look the same. Especially we've got about 30 children with navy blue jumpers, so it's very essential to name them. Footwear, we say if they can wear just black or any sort of black school shoes is fine, but we ask for no laces. As you can imagine, trying to do up lots and lots of children's laces is quite hard work. So Velcro or buckles are perfect for this age. We don't allow any jewellery, so if they have that includes earrings, so we ask that you take them out, and they should just stay at home. Not really, they don't need it in nursery. Might get lost, could get broken, or children could get injured, so we just say no jewellery. PE kits, we don't do PE in nursery as such. We'll do lots of active activities outside, we'll do lots of active activities inside, but we don't go to the hall and do a PE session, so we don't need a PE kit. And the children have fruit and milk at nursery, so they're all entitled to the free milk and they're all entitled to the free fruit, so they don't need to bring any snacks with them because they'll get this in the morning and in the afternoon. So the milk you need to fill in, you need to go online and fill in a form on here, and then you'll be on the list for the free milk. It's free for the under 5s and it's really easy to do, so don't worry, they'll all get, once you've filled it in, they'll go on the list and you get it. So if you could do that over the summer holidays, then that's really helpful. We're not chasing you in September if we like the children to all have the milk. Okay, so we've just got a little bit about reading and writing. So reading's really important to help them develop lots of other skills in nursery. Just reading stories and nursery rhymes with children every day, singing together, and sharing books with the siblings, and just talking about things is really important for them. When writing, you might think, oh, my child just scribbles, but that in nursery is amazing. That's smart making, that we encourage them to scribble away, drawing lines, circles, all of that type of thing. So if they're interested in that, it's really good. School contact, so if you ever want to speak to any of us in nursery, there's always one of us at the door in the morning, always one of us at the door in the afternoon and at home time. If you need to ring up school to make an appointment with us, we're always around to have an appointment or chat with you at any time. So even just a little chat and a little question, we're always around to see you. We do have parents meetings if you need to discuss anything a bit more, but as I said, generally you can grab any of us and we'll be able to help you in some way, and if we can't, we'll find someone who can. We love to get parents involved in school, so at the minute obviously we're missing that a little bit, but hopefully as things move forward we'll be able to have our family workshops, our open weeks, if any outings or anything, sports days and things that hopefully we'll be able to have next year, then we'd love it if you could get involved. And there's just a little poem and a little bit about what we're going to be doing in the foundation stage, and we're just really looking forward to welcoming all our new children into nursery in September. And if you have any questions at all before when you've watched the video, we're in school till next Friday, and there's always someone in the office who can either help you with a query or can bring up down to pass on a message to one of us to ring you back. So don't feel free to ask any questions or anything that you're unsure of, and we'll really look forward to seeing you all in September. Thank you.